I would like to thank all of the wills for gathering here today on this solemn occasion. We are remembering the life of a Will who tried his darn best. He was the original Will, and he tried everything he could to survive. He succumbed to the elements after falling in a frozen pond over in Keeper's Pass South. Then, in the attempts to recover his life, he died while hacksawing a chair so that he could repair his soaking wet clothes once they were dry. Fatigue wasn't the only thing that took Will down. It was wolves and a broken spirit after what was a tremendous and courageous run. All you Wills gathered here today could be called next to the front lines, where it is likely that you will pass away in a very dramatic way as well, but you will be remembered and commemorated for years to come. So to all the Wills, I would like to say thank you. Thank you. Here we go, baby. It is happening. I am back. I am playing my new favorite game, The Long Dark. It is long and it's super dark, especially when you're inside a cave or in some side of house when the sun's down. This game is super awesome. You run around and it truly immerses you in that cabin fever winter vibe that you look for in these type of games better than any way possible. Last episode saw us getting into shenanigans like always. We started off with big plans and courage. We felt like we were going to channel our inner Chad Will, but it turned out to be a day full of chill. We fell into the ice and froze our clothes immediately, had to run back to the graffiti trailer in Keeper's Pass South, but it was to no avail. Little did we know that a lack of sleep would actually take us out while trying to cut apart a chair. Rather than just falling asleep, waking up the next day and finishing hacksawing that chair, we decided, no, we are fading into the long dark. So our 15-day run in the furry tournament is going to have to get a reset button. So we started and we pushed forward big time last time, and I think we got through 4 or 5 days. We started by gathering essential things like the rifle and coastal highway, and then we ventured over to Pleasant Valley, a new area where there's a lot of hype behind it, and many of the pundits believe this is one of the best locations. That location is going to lead us to a brand new spot potentially called Ash Canyon. I have no idea how to get there, and I'm going to be flying by the seat of my snow pants, trying to find some way up a hill into a new territory. We're in Pleasant Valley, and we know that leads to Keeper's Pass South, and then eventually Black Rock if we choose to go over there and try to visit the prison for the first time as well. So we have nothing but crazy adventures ahead of us, and all of them lead to trying to get a minimum of 50 rifle shots. We're trying to get 50 rifle shots to qualify for the TLD tournament and make sure that we have all those shots taken care of so that we can switch over to our revolver or make what I think is going to be my favorite weapon, and I've never used it before, the bow. The bow offers the prospect of a clear front area when you're trying to actually hone in on your wildlife takeouts. So when you pull up your gun, you actually have a little bit of vision impeded by the cursor and the gun itself. But the bow, since it's so minimalist, has a lot of space for you to kind of line up the wolf that you're trying to take out or anybody else, and you can kind of get a good shot on them. So I'm really looking forward to the bow and having my cured guts and then potentially a cured sapling so that I can make all the essential parts. I think after that, I just need to make sure I have a hammer so that I can construct arrows at a forge, and we have nothing but craziness ahead of us and pretty much no idea in our head how we're going to get it done. So if you want to see the second Will go off on an adventure that he is ill prepared for, then prepare for this. And here we go, baby. Let's not mess about and get to it with the Long Dark. I love this game so much. Okay, here we go. Will's big moment. Okay, so we have survived, or we have explored 10%, and we're starting off with 19% condition. We actually had a bit of an incident last time because I ate rusty peaches prior to the end of it. So I recovered a little bit, made sure that we slept a big chunk of time, and now we're going to wake up refreshed and prepared for another big moment. Here we go. Okay, so we're in some sort of cave. And it's not very bright in here. We're low on water. So let's see if we can first establish sight. Okay, we don't have tinder, but we do have a chance of starting. 55 if we did have tinder. So let's see if we can bust out some tinder plugs. Yeah, this game's really good. You just have to make sure you have all the key things, and you have to keep a check on your vitals, all kinds of stuff. There's no games. Looking for that fire again. Kind of just have to move the cursor around looking for what you're looking for. Or I can light the lantern and stop playing games. Okay, here we go. So this is our spot. I'm going to pick up our bedroll, and I'm going to light this fire. Oh, I only have Tim Banks's Frontier Shooting Guide, so I can't use that in case we want to get better. Let's see if we can procure some coal from inside this cave. So this is the exit right this way. And I'm going to look around for stuff like this, but it's actually coal. I also busted my ankle falling off this trying to look around in the cave. So even the caves got my number these days. This cave goes deep, and I have to make sure I know my way back. Right now we are on the search for coal. We're coal mining. And I believe that this cave... We got some sticks. I believe this cave is a dead end here. I'm not sure because I haven't checked out most of it. This might be the end right here. Oh, okay. Here we got a metal box and a bedroll. Let's see. Antiseptic. A bottle of hydrogen peroxide. Fire log. That's what we're looking for, baby. A nice fire starter. Looks like a previous survivor tried to survive in here as well. Oh, here we go. Big time fire. So we got about 3 hours worth of a fire now, along with a bunch of coal. Okay, so things are looking up. We're limited on water, but what we'll do is use what's left of it and try to make some Big Moose Kicks. Big Moose Kicks is actually really good for boosting your energy. Right now we have one sweet herbal tea left, so we'll heat some of this up to substitute for the Big Moose Kicks, and then we'll head out with a warm belly and hopefully a little bit more hydration there. The red circle down there on the bottom left indicates that we're super parched. We're very thirsty, Will. We need to immediately get some drinks going for him. Okay, start fire. 55% chance. Let's do it. We will start the fire and create an essential element of life. Failed attempt to start fire. Alright. So this game's amazing. You have to take it one day at a time. Galty, my man, how's it going? How's everything going with you and our gray-shirted friend Craig? The world of Long Dark is just beginning. And we are basically trying to find our way to Ash Canyon, if you know about this game at all. It is a new and adventurous town full of wonder. And we really want to get over there. So how's it going, my main man? We're cooking up some herbal tea. We're going to drink it and try to warm up. We're low on toilet water right now. We have 0.14, but we could burn some snow. So let's do some melting of the snow and actually get some more water action going. And then I'll throw a log on the fire. Boom. I think coal is actually less weight than a cedar firewood, and it gives you around an hour, just like the other ones. So I'm hoping that maybe carrying around coal is the smart move if we're trying to make fires on the go. So 1 log is 2 kilograms, and 3 coal is 0.9 kilogram. Got it. And then I'm going to do the pro move that they insist is the greatest, and I got to say I believe. So what you do is you place it down here, and then you double click it, and then it resets, and then once it gets to hot, it stays hot forever. Gives you the ability to not have to babysit it, and it'll stay hot and good the whole time. Okay, let's do a little bit more water here. And then we'll be able to drink up some water without worrying about using it all. There we go, Will. No more sandpaper. I'm not bad. Just won the fight to get Kiddo to nap. Nice. I was always pretty defiant with naps, even if I was jerking myself around, and I definitely needed one. There was so much I felt like I would miss out on. Okay, so this stuff needs 19 minutes to be boiled. And this one's melting. Let's see if we have any food we can warm up. Right now, all we have is sketchy food. Last time we got tetanus from a rusty can of peaches. So I'm very apprehensive with the moldy granola bar and the military grade MRE that's also 36%. I guess the beggars can't be choosers, and the moldy granola bar is going on. Okay, how about this sketchy MRE? MREs are tough to begin with, and 36% is not going to help matters. Okay, our herbal tea is still good to go because of the jiggle. And we're waiting on a boil here for the rest of this stuff. You played this game a lot? No, I actually am brand new. This is my first playthrough, and we're in the Furry Tournament Stalker Edition. So it's a hunting tournament that everybody's participating in, and this is one of the more novice rankings that gives you a little bit more loot, and it gives you the chance to kind of get your feet under you. One thing that didn't help me get my feet under me was the thin ice I fell into. Got hypothermia last time, and we passed away on day 15 of our first run. Even though we're complete amateurs, this is the greatest game ever. It totally gives you the cabin fever and the seasonal affect disorder that you're kind of wanting to feel in one of these winter games. It's tremendous on every level. Okay, we got safe to drink toilet water or snow here. So we can now drink a little bit more water here. And then we'll top it off with tea once this water here is nice and boiled. Okay, and then we'll leave that there for just a second after taking some torches, extinguish, and put it away. Have you ever tried this one, Galti? Because I think I just caught the fever, and the only prescription is playing it all the time because I'm absolutely smitten. It's so difficult, yet amazing. I think I might be overdoing it with the torches here that I'm storing away. We'll see how over encumbered we are. 28 of 30. Ooh, our brand new socks. We could also repair those. So I throw some of that on there and it gives me 2 hours, and now I can repair those legit climbing socks. Climbing socks are apparently the best socks in the game. They do everything. They're diverse and sweet, and they're also warm. No, not played it, but watched streams of it. I'm kind of terrible at surviving crafting games. Well, good news, Galti, because it's still amazing if you are terrible. I'm experiencing that firsthand. Alright, these ragged wool socks could use a little tune-up. So you just gotta kind of take everything one step at a time. It's kind of like maybe a city builder where you want to build up and not out. So the expansion should be about improving the cool stuff you have rather than conquering new land every 10 seconds. And for that analogy, you would think repairing some of the clothes you have and not necessarily being as much of a loot goblin, the instinct that I have. So I'm just kind of getting the essentials since it's a hunting tournament, repairing the cool clothes I have, and we're also shopping a new name for whoever wears these sweaters. I think us as a society is looking for someone else other than Dr. Huxtable to call these sweaters. So any suggestions is welcome. I'm not sure who else wears them, though. He was the king of those. All right, let's repair it. Nice, 65%. So then if you want, you can put on the clothes that you would like our climbing socks. We'll move over to those, and then we can tear apart these gym class socks and use the cloth from them to repair anything else. And then you also use leather for shoes rather than cloth. And gloves as well. So 2 things take leather, the other stuff takes cloth. Cloth can be acquired by ripping apart curtains or your old clothes. So let's take these gym socks and use them for the cloth I have. I played some No Man's Sky, but that's about it. Okay, I've never tried that one. It's probably a similar circumstance, but you're in space, where no man has gone until No Man's Sky. Yeah, let's repair it. Go. Looks like we're getting thirsty again. We need some more snow. Our cotton toque is up to 88%, and Will is looking hyped. He is excited. All right, excellent. Let's grab our cooking pot and see if we can find that tea. All right. Let's drink this delicious cup of herbal tea. You are not thirsty, son of a gun. We drank too much water. All right, let's leave the cave now. Here we go. Yeah, so when is our next Phantasmagoria adventure? I'm dying to see what happens to old Craig. That was actually a riot, man. I was having a blast watching that. You guys' stream was amazing. Okay, so I'm supposed to go up a hill of some sort over here, I think. And I'll end up in Ash Canyon. There's the waterfall. Let's see if we can go over here to the right. Plan to finish it later tonight? Yes, dude, I am there. I gotta see what happens. It's so unhinged and just weird. It's just crazy that there were a group of creatives that were working on that at some point. And potentially unironically. That whole performance art actor Cuckoo's Nest scene was probably my favorite. Everybody got to go all out. Can't go up that way, so I'm going to keep looking for this Ash Canyon entrance. Getting pretty nuts when we left. Yeah, he's barely containing his wildness. Seems like it's going to be... he's going to be unable to control it pretty soon. And I'll be there for every second of it. That gray shirt will be red. Okay, so we're looking for an entrance that's probably off the beaten path here. And this entrance will take us to a new town we've never traversed. It is the lovely town of Ash Canyon. I suppose we might want to find a rope or some sign that we can go up here. Okay, let's use a torch for warmth. Woo! So we're currently in Pleasant Valley, and we're looking for an alternative route that we've never taken. Right now, if everybody has their eyes peeled, all hands need to be on deck and discovering. This entrance, potentially it's going to be a rope or something that'll lead to a territory scarcely visited. Here's a busted down little house. Oh! Man, that was a shallow little... Okay, we busted our ankle. We might have to craft some bandages. We're down on cloth. Let's see if our stuff here can be torn apart. Maybe there's an old man beard hanging from the trees. Oh, there's the rope. Okay, we've discovered where we probably have to go, but we have a busted ankle. So cloth is what we need. Hopefully that little outhouse over there is going to have some. Revolver ammunition. Nice. So ammo is the hardest thing to find in this game, Galti. You have to look around as much as you can. And for my tournament, I have to take 50 shots with this rifle. And I currently have 1 ammo in it. So I'm definitely trying every town I go to prioritize the bullets. Because if I want to qualify, I have to shoot it 50 times. Right now, on day 4, we've shot it a good handful of times. So rifle shots taken 2. A small handful. So we're going to have to do as much as we can to find the impossible. I don't think I can go in there. Which is bullets.
The owners around.
Okay. Maybe if I can find an old man beard hanging from a tree, I can use it as a bandage substitute. Because right now it looks like we're a little dinged up. We got some pain too. Let's see if we got painkillers. There we go. We use it for our pain. The enemies are wolves and bears. Yes. And moose. And when you encounter a group of wolves, they're actually timber wolves, and they hunt together. And the only way to get them off your back is to discourage the pack. Potentially doing stuff to the alpha, or trying to get them down in the dumps. Thinking, wow, we can't fight this guy. He has harnessed firearms. He's too much for us. And so you have the elements that are very harsh, and the supplies, and then on top of that, the wildlife. Old man's beard. So I'm not sure if the old man's beard is a substitute for antiseptic or for bandages. Old man's beard wound dressing. Oh, so this is for infection. This is a substitute for antiseptic. That's what it is. Okay, so I really just need cloth if I'm actually going to make this sprained ankle go away. Looks like we got 4 hours until this guy is not limping anymore. That's a big climb, and climbs take every ounce of energy you got to make it up there. So it's likely that without juicing, we're going to have a tough time. So I'm thinking maybe about an energy drink or some sort of... I also have a Barry Bonds. Bang. Emergency stem steroid injection will provide a short burst of energy, but then I'll collapse from exhaustion. It looks like it's about 12 noon, and it's definitely not time to sleep. Lord knows where we're going once we go up there. So I think energy drink is the move. It's probably a novice idea to try to go up there with a busted ankle, but we are ambitious towards the future. So we have 2 Go energy drinks. Provides a boost to stamina and reduces fatigue for a short while. Alright, this is our moment. We're drinking 5-hour energy, and we're going. Cannot climb with a sprained ankle. Son of a gun. Oh my gosh. Yo, Keg, what's going on? How are you? Yeah, we're checking it out. We're trying to find what we think is this secret bunker that you were trying to lead us to. And I think it's up there, right? Up the hill? I'm not really sure. I'm right by the secret bunker. Have I seen it? It's behind the log there. Oh, wonderful. We made it. Behind the log. Oh my gosh, I was right next to it. So that's the type of expertise, Galti, that you can be in store for. I can be right next to one of the most important locations and not even see it. All right, let's go in the hatch, baby. Let's see if we can find some extra cloth and help this ankle out. Oh. Oh no. I think I broke it. Okay, there we go. All right, now let's see if we have any fuel on us. Okay, this one's empty. This one right here does have 0.3 liters. So if I go in here to my lamp and then go over to this lovely thing, I can refuel it. Bang! It is right behind the log. Yes, Keg, thank you for getting here, bud. I would have totally missed it. We were about to go up the rope, but they said I couldn't go up it with a busted ankle. And I used my 5-hour energy drink to explore the bunker. So that one will give me 5. That's amazing. We got another storm lantern.
I could use this.
I think we can empty it out. Oh, this is the mother lode down here. This place is awesome. Okay, we're going to tear apart some clothes or that little tarp over there, and we're going to fix this ankle. I unsuccessfully goaded what seemed like it was just a little hop, skip, and a jump. Crunchy stuff. New granola bar. So here we are. We're in Pleasant Valley, and we've found the bunker. This bunker was full of promise and hope, and one of those hopes was that seemingly always elusive rifle ammo. So we're going to keep loot goblining around here, hoping we can actually procure some of those rifle ammo. But it's looking slim. All right, we got a locker. That's where all the great stuff is. Nope. Okay. It appears that this bunker is playing games with us. We do not have any rifle ammo down here. I can move some of this stuff with the blue outline and maybe see if it's back there. Okay. Looks like we're going to have to keep on going to Ash Canyon, where all the real rifle ammo lies. Nope. Okay. Yep. It's usually pretty empty, but you can get your cloth and have a sleep. All right. Sounds like a great idea here. Let's get this cloth. So we're still recovering down there with the exclamation point, but if we'll craft this bandage up, then we can heal the sprain. Sprained ankle. There it is. All right, so we're going to bandage up that ankle, get some cloth support, and we're in there. Now our vitals will gradually increase over here. I think our health will get going. And if we can do 3 days of eating right, we'll get well fed. All right, what do you... Food. So I got this delicious MRE. Contemporary MRE. Keeps a soldier on their feet. All right. So we can start a fire and get some buffs from that, basically, by warming up. Maybe if we can find a barrel. Atreyu, my man. How's it going? How is it happening? So I don't think I can start a fire down here. I don't really see a barrel or anything like that. So I guess we'll start our fire outside. We'll warm up. And then we're going to go up that rope. Or maybe look for some sort of other place where all the rifle ammo would be. But I think if we go up that rope, we might get towards Ash Canyon, which is what we were talking about. A town we have never been to. Okay, sweet. We can start a nice fire here. Cook up. Oh, I might be out of herbal tea and Big Moose kicks. Oh my gosh. We have no more warmth in our belly. So do we pound this other 5-hour energies? Our guy might have some cardiac arrest from drinking 2 in one day. But then we'll be able to get up the rope. Not quite Ash Canyon, but a cool place nonetheless. Okay. Is that place full of a huge supply of rifle ammo by any chance? Because we have shot off 2, and we need 50 minimum. Chug that white monster. Oh my gosh, we're going sugar-free? All right, let's do this. This is going to be crazy. Our guy's going to be rapid fire. Here we go. It's on. 50% energy would probably be just enough. Just, I think. Drop that used flare. Okay. Let's do that. 0.25 kilograms. These things will weigh you down. Okay. We're going to drink this crazy stuff. Then we're out of here. Go energy drink. Here we go. This is our first climb. Oh, wow. Go energy drinks. Really helping this guy. Beautiful. That was awesome. Okay. Here we are in a brand new territory. We're still in Pleasant Valley, but we might have a different exit up here somewhere to a new world full of hopes and dreams where all the rifle ammo originates. This is amazing. I'm still blown away by stuff that's probably pretty mundane. But I'm in awe of the greatness of the long dark. What's great about being up here is it doesn't seem like there's a lot of wolves. It's nice and quiet. A little too quiet. The wolves howl in the distance. Okay, so this path is pretty... Oh, leave Pleasant Valley! It's happening! Yo, Wizard! What's going on? The run is fantastic. We died on our first one at day 15, and then now we're on day 3 of this glorious new run. We've only popped off 2 rifle shots, and we missed both, and we've almost died about 17 times. What I do want to do is start to be as cool and collected as you are when you get to death's doorstep. Because I saw the Grim Reaper standing over your shoulder twice yesterday on your run, Wizard, and you didn't bat an eye. You totally knew that you were going to recover, and you were just moving moose meat around and chilling. So that's the place I want to get to. Where I'm just, yo, there's no problem. Timberwolf Mountain. That sounds lovely. We're going to have a bunch of gang fighting jabronis running around on us. Timberwolf Mountain sounds more horrifying than Black Rock. I feel like the Timberwolves I need the most ammo for, and I have 1 bullet. Oh no, he's got a headache from that energy drink binge he went on. You are suffering from a headache. It's not debilitating, but the occasional shot of pain can be distracting. Okay, so Will's not doing so well. We gave him too many amphetamines this morning, and he's freaking out. Morning Death, good to see you again. Yeah, it's crazy. Missing clothes sucks. Yeah, the clothes do get torn up. I saw the festive sweater took a little bit of a hit. And the Christmas party might be delayed if we can't get that sewn up and nice and pretty. Okay, so we're on Timberwolf Mountain. I'm pretty much horrified of this place. We're going to have to do either the flare or the torch trick and then give him the old pump fake. Since we don't have any sort of bullets. We have 1 rifle ammo. What's this? Oh, are we close to the lift? Because I've heard nothing but amazing things about the lift, and I'm pretty sure landing gear. I'm pretty sure the lift has like the best supply of stuff in the whole game. Healed headache. Nice. We're on our way. Trying to be all D&D about my directions. Looking for a lake. There you'll find your rest. Okay. Yeah, thanks for being here, Kegman. You were really guiding the blind. Alright, I think we should light this bad boy and see if we'll get some warmth. We're looking for a lake. So I'm pretty sure the plane crashes nearby. I saw the wheel, and here's one of the fins. On Timberwolf Mountain. I would love if all the Timberwolves were at a conference somewhere. Affliction sprain risk. I think because our fatigue reached 25%, that's when the sprain starts going and our ability to carry reduces. Trying my best to stay alive. Would be good to get some saplings drying as well. I don't believe we've started that part. And we do have our lovely rice cakes. The cattails. The driest food in the wilderness. Cattail stalks. These will be a great pairing with my salty crackers. For driest meal in history. Let's see what this backpack holds. Nice nothing. Okay, I think I'm on the lake. Or the river. So when we go to the map, it's very visible, everything on it. And if you do actually want to see that, you have to get some charcoal. What we're trying to do is navigate with our senses. So that we don't waste too much time mapping out everything. And we focus on the hunt. Oh! We're at Crystal Lake. Alright. Let's give this guy the Flare Joe Montana routine. Here it comes. Nope. Nope. Yes! Everybody, look at my pump fakes. They're intimidating. Get out of here! Oh, God. Thank God I watched the pros before playing, because I never would have known about that amazing trick. You'll be splitting feathers after all of that. Yeah. Alright, so this guy forgot about my pump fakes. I gotta show him again what it's like. Look at this! Yep. Played Little League football, man. Big deal. Got a cannon. Okay, we're on to Crystal Lake. And then you'll find your rest. I do find my cattails. Here's some nice wood. So far, No Jason Voorhees. No rifle bullets. Nobody but the wolves. Got over here. It's foggy too, so we're a bit inhibited. By the craziness. Torch is still totally lit. Oh my gosh. Right now, fortunately, because of our sweet outfit, we're maintaining a little bit of heat. I guess it drops a little bit at night. And that's when your temperature will start going down. And I'm also getting the Stalker Generosity. I think the conditions are unbelievably harsh where Atreyu plays on Nagoa Light. And your guy gets hypothermia 10 seconds after walking outside. It's clearing up. The music is rising. What a fantastic game this is. So beautiful. Okay, cattails everywhere. Got plenty of them in our satchel. Oh, that's another thing I think I should get is a bigger backpack, either the technical backpack or the moose satchel. Keg was mentioning that, and I think that'll really help. Being encumbered is one of the things that I always end up struggling with, especially when fatigue kicks in on my long journeys. Timberwolf Mountain so far has been pretty nice to us. Just had a pump fake on a few wolves. I'm resisting the urge to direct you too much. I don't want to dampen the exploratory vibes. You guys can totally say whatever you think, because without it, I think I'll end up in the frozen pond again, trying to reduce my inflammation with a cold plunge. I'm an aimless will. Okay, so we're at some cool place here. We got bent trees. Giant rock formations around us. That's probably Timberwolf Mountain over there. Pretty cool. Oh my gosh. Wow, I was for sure thought that torch had burned out for the last one there. Yeah, I don't think they'll be intimidated if it doesn't burn out, so I should probably use a flare. Oh, I see another rope. We're out of energy drinks and we're a bit tired, so this one's going to be a tad more sketchy. Maybe there's a cave we can take refuge in. With 25, maybe 20% fatigue, I don't know if we'll be able to do it without a little juice. A little home run inspiring injection, which will also lead us to be crashing rapidly after we get up there. So there's going to have to be some sort of house. There could be a cave down here. What do you guys think about there being a cave up there potentially? Because then we could juice up. It doesn't look too high. I think I might be able to get up there. Let's eat an inspiring piece of cattail stalk prior. And drink some of our lovely snow. Okay. Your sprint meter controls climb speed. Fatigue controls your ability to climb. No sprint, you stop climbing. No fatigue, you fall off the rope. Okay, we're doing this. We're encumbered and we're tired. I think I'm out of 5-hour energy drinks and I only have my berry bonds. Too encumbered to climb. Okay. Well, let's see if we can find a cave. That's probably the smart, responsible move. And then we'll chill in there. Hopefully the bear doesn't show up. Yeah, Will's trying to lay down. I could also take a nap by a fire that's lit and be a true survivor. Bet there's a cave over there. Okay, we're going to see if there's a cave, and if not, we're going to start an outdoor fire. One of the things that I always see the veterans do is with these outdoor fires, they're totally chill being outside. I always feel kind of vulnerable to wolves coming up and accosting me, but everybody seems really collected when they're outside with the fires. So maybe I can start doing that. I was also wondering if wolves will come up and eat me while I'm sleeping in my sleeping bag, or if I have some sort of immunity while I'm sleeping if I'm outside. Okay, that was my cave hope right there. So I'm going to go true survivor. It looks like it's getting a little late, and the Timberwolves soon are going to hear word that there's a complete amateur survivor in their midst, and they'll be all over me. Okay, let's see if we can get the spot where in the top center of the screen that little wind sign pops up and lets you know that you're avoiding the wind. I don't know if it'll pop up without there actually being wind, but I do know that it will tell you if you're blocked and you're in a good spot for the fire. So it's probably not going to show up right now. Okay. Here we go. Well, the wind becomes your enemy instead. They can eat you in the sleeping bag. Oh my gosh. Atreyu might have to teach you the cave tip. Essentially, the ambient temperature is a multiplier for the fire duration. For this reason, fires are best made in the front of caves.
Turned out pretty well.
Okay, awesome. I don't know if there is a cave nearby here, but we can start a fire and keep it warm long enough to at least get a 2-hour nap. Maybe that'll be good. Okay. Then we'll bust out the bedroll. Lovely bedroll. And I guess we'll melt some snow since we're out of that. Water. Here we go. Melt snow. Then I'll add a little bit more coal. We'll have time for the snow to melt and boil. What a treat. What do you guys say we eat some delicious granola bar? Crunchy stuff. All right. And this is scary. The wolves are just howling in the background. I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot here. We got this coverage from this rock. Man, this is so fun. Avoiding the wind in its current direction, haha, always seems to rotate as soon as you start cooking. I'll show you on stream what I mean once. What's that? You've just used too cold. Now the wind is completely 180 degrees. Okay, yeah, you guys are speaking pro TLD. I think I catch your wind drift. Right when you start it, the wind comes from this direction and will just be blowing right in my face. As it is a harsh mistress being in the Canadian wilderness on Great Bear. So we're going to potentially go up this rope. Let's sleep for an hour. Get some nice rest while this stuff is here. The water's probably going to boil over in the time if I sleep for an hour, isn't it? I wonder if you can jiggle water. Probably not. That wouldn't make any sense. Okay. So that water is going to boil and disintegrate if I go to sleep. So we'll stay up and hang out and watch our snow melt. Let's check out our outfit. We got a sweet red jacket with amazing boots, and everything's in pretty tip-top shape. If I had any leather, I would cure up those shoes. And looks like we got one reishi mushroom and one old man's beard. Pretty good stuff. The weather is always your first enemy. Catch your drift. But it always slips away. Yeah, the weather is tough. We learned that the hard way, falling into Keeper's Pass South ice bath. I can't believe I faded into long, dark hacksawing a chair just because I was sleepy. You would think that he could just fall asleep with the hacksaw peacefully, but it was just too much for him. We pushed his limits, and he just faded into that long dark. He was done. 15 days was too much. And he wanted to move on to be guided by someone with a little bit more know-how, so he wouldn't freeze. Alright, 23 minutes until boiled. Accelerate. Okay, it's nice and good there. Let's add a stick to get an hour on this bad boy. 1 hour. Here we go. He who declares war on the wind shall lose. The wise words. We'll grab our pot. See how encumbered we are. 25 of 21. Okay, so the low sleep has reduced our carrying ability by 10 kilograms. Our temperature isn't plummeting here. My question is if the wind picks up and it comes from one of those directions you guys were mentioning, will it just freeze old Will here in his sleep? I bet it will. I think the hacksaw should be used for defense. Man, that's a great point, Wiz. That would be a brutal thing to just point up at the wolf when he's on top. Give him the old Rochambeau. Alright, so should we try sleeping here with no fire? Oh, you can break it down. Harvested 2 charcoal. That was pretty cool. Okay, so we have a climb right there on Timberwolf Mountain. On Stark, you can absolutely die in your sleep. Yes, I refrain from commentating. Wiz, I need you to commentate. Am I going to die if I sleep? I don't know. Because my guy's temperature is totally okay right now. But in one instance, I think that I saw that when you go to sleep, it kind of gives you an RNG chance of the weather changing. So I'm wondering if it's going to be Dairy Queen blizzard out in this place the second I go to sleep. That's what I think is going to happen. And I'm going to end up... All this refrain from talking has me thinking that I'm going to become a popsicle. So you know what? We're not going to sleep. We're going to navigate to a safe place where we can actually take refuge. Bust out one of these torches. We're being conservative and responsible. We got the refrain gang over here, just waiting to see me freeze to death. And they're gonna see old Jack Torrance looking forward in the hedge maze. Some sticks. That's nice. Oh, reishi mushrooms. We will let you experience the long wait to see if you survived in your sleep. Well, I think that it was a risky maneuver, and that I don't think I would have lived to tell the tale. With the owl hoots. Okay, so all I have to do to get back is go back this way. So we're doing right wall strats. At any moment, some sort of crazy bear or something could be in here too. We also have a chance of finding the airplane crash, which would be a tremendous find. Because I've heard of this place, the Lift, and I've seen it in action. And there were these containers there that had about 18 things to search for. Everything you could need for your clothes and beyond. Okay, so I throw my torch. Then I light it with this one so that I don't waste a match. There are some experiences that you must do for yourself. The wise words of the sage wizard. If we were to be speaking frankly, I would try to head back to the lake and find the mountaineer's hut. Okay, cool. That sounds great. So we'll do a little backtracking and then we'll take a right and find Crystal Lake. We'll see if Pamela Voorhees can point me towards the mountaineer's hut. I don't know what bird that was. Oh, I can track it. That's sweet. Man, this is so good. I can't believe this one was made almost a decade ago now. It's probably 2017 or something like that. And then BlackRock's going to have multiplayer. That's going to revolutionize the Long Dark. Okay, so now we're going to try to head to the lake. My vision is a bit impeded by the flurries and the fog. Okay. He's a pro. We're almost done teaching him. Oh yeah. We got it all figured out. No mistakes happening here. The owl mocks me from the treetops. Okay, I do have charcoal, which is probably pretty silly to waste encumbrance on, but it could help us find the mountaineer's hut if we get here on the lake. We'll etch out the local surroundings and see if we're close enough in the radius of the mountaineer's hut. Okay, this is our moment. Navigation. You cannot map in low visibility. Classic. I've hit a roadblock with about 8 things I've tried to do. You can't do this because this is going on. Oh, you were wanting to do this? Ha! Fat chance, buddy. Okay, we're out of torches now. Oh. We're lampooned on the lake with nothing but creepy sounds around us. Uh-oh. I'm hearing like banshees and stuff too. There might be banshees here.
I'd lay down right here if I thought I'd ever wake up again.
Okay, Will's a bit tired right now. We're desperately searching for the mountaineer's hut. Visibility was low, and we were unable to sketch things out with the charcoal. We found some sort of underpass. Our temperature's still pretty good. We're doing all right. If you find the lake again, just walk in a circle around the bank and you should be able to find it. I'm glad it stopped you. This is not the time to spend 15 minutes mapping. You're fine, just follow this creek. Nice. Oh, okay. So sketching out the map would take my fatigue even further down and waste some time, and I might fade into the long dark, doing things that are kind of unnecessary. Got you. Okay, we're headed to the Mountaineer's hut. This is it. The fatigue is on the doorstep, and you can't mess around with your vitals. We've learned that the tough way. Okay, I probably need to harvest these cattails so I can leave some sort of breadcrumb trail, although they don't end up empty like the rose hip bushes. I was kind of using those as an indicator that I've been to places by harvesting them, because I'm still working on my Magellan skills. Lord have mercy. So I've been in this circumstance before where I was traversing through a blizzard and then a blue trailer popped up almost like a mirage at first, and we were able to take refuge in there. We're kind of headed back to that territory right now. Fatigue, palms sweaty, mom spaghetti, it's all on the line. Mountaineer's hut. Only true mountaineers may enter. Once you find the wooden dock, you've located it. You must break 3 ankles and 12 wrists. Only blood. I use my brother. Jeez. The chat is grim. Is that a dock? It's probably trees. We are in a desperate search for shelter. We have found the lake. Now if we just go around the perimeter... Oh, no! Yeah, I think they're ahead. So let's put this down and grab our stone. Stone of intimidation. Yep. I got a cannon, buddy. Don't want to see what happens when I throw this stone. Didn't you see what happened to your buddy? He was shook. Yep. Gotta get on. Okay. So I remember this. Oh my gosh. Would you guys just have a meeting here? I hope the meeting was at the Mountaineers Lodge, because we're looking for it. Everybody should get on. Survival of the fittest. Yeah, Wizard's ruthless. That's how he got his robe. They recognized his willingness to go to the limit. Okay, so we're going to keep going around the perimeter. We will easily locate this thing. I might have to go Barry Bonds if my guy starts freaking out about being so tired. But it'll be a short period of time. It'll kind of be a last-ditch effort. Okay, so I'm going to... Ooh, we're getting wet clothes. This is all getting very serious. Drop this. See what time it is. Okay, it's about maybe 10 p.m., 9:30. And things are getting precarious. Okay, I'm just going to stay on the crunchy ice so I know I'm on the perimeter here. Press 2 to drop torch and swap to stone all in one fell swoop. That's what I'm talking about. I love the hotkeys. The double right click is actually how it clicked in my head how to do the jiggling of the T's, and I've been able to do it ever since. And it's the greatest trick. It lived up to the hype for sure. Because you can be less focused on the stuff burning and run around. Uh-oh, the weather might be picking up. Judging by the incessant wolf population, you're 180 degrees across the lake from the hut. I bet you guys are having a ball over there. Watch me walk past the stuff I'm looking for, and it's either that or you're just thinking about how much of a jabroni I am. Probably the latter. Okay, Mountaineer's hut. Is this it? It's probably a rock. Yeah, it's a rock. I'm excited for him to wake up in the morning at the crack of dawn, open Mountaineer's door hut, and see what whimsical journey we've been walking circles around it. I keep thinking I see an outline of a cabin framing, but it turns out to be rocks. Okay, 80 degrees from where I was probably 18 years ago, and I've spun around. The ominous tones increase in their volume. You got this? Almost there. We believe in you. You guys are the best. Back at the rock. Oh my gosh. All right, we're going to get up on this. And we're going to see what's going on. Okay. It's pretty dark for what I'm seeing. We're here on this lovely log, searching for the Mountaineer's hut. In a desperate search for shelter. There can't be a hut up there, right? That's just rocks and stuff. Okay. This is so ridiculous. Crystal Lake. Friday the 13th, part 11. Going in circles. Just when the counselors thought they could find the cabin. Where's the cabin? You can't find it. Okay, we're at this big old tree stump. Oh, Lord. Flair has plenty of juice. I don't know if you heard about my arm power. You got green eyes, buddy. Uh-oh. All right, everybody. Look at these moves. You guys fighting threes, even though you're solo wolves. Yep. Better get out of here. Okay, so we're back at the triple or quadruple cedar log zone. This feels like a place that everybody would know, so I'm going to sit here for a second. This is when we tell them there's no such thing as a mountaineer's hut. Bunch of famous comedians. All right. Uh-oh. Let's get another light source. So the time of night is probably maybe 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. Looks like our vitals still struggling. I remember that time I was told about it. Wait, this is going to be a rock, isn't it? Yeah, it's too big.
Horse.
Yeah, it's just a mountain. Okay, he's super hungry. Check our water situation. We're at 0.88 liters, so we do have a little bit of snow. We're going to eat some rice cakes. My only options are the cattails and the crackers now. Okay, beautiful. Back in the game. Time to keep wandering around aimlessly. Keep on the edge of the ice. You will see the pier. For real, though, you essentially walk 70% of the lake bank that has nothing on it, and unfortunately miss the entire side. It's like there's a cloaking field. That's what I'm thinking. I think it's high tech. Alien technology. Imported from another universe over here to the Great Bear Lake. Okay. The desperate search for shelter has led us on an all-night journey. We seem to be caught in a web of mystery, and we appear to be in some sort of snow globe of mystery, and it's like it's just tough. Apparently, I've walked around the entire lake, but somehow right under my nose, the mountaineer's cabin eludes me. The cabin full of rifle ammo and cozy fires, someone else's bed sheets, climbing socks. Okay, the lantern is diminishing. This looks like a fishing hut, maybe. What do we got? This it? Good Lord. I don't think this match will light, huh? Too windy to light match. Okay, we'll put that away. Is this something? Or am I in front of a rock? Alright, that's it.
I need to find some place to escape this cold.
Blair, I would have loved to save you, but this is a life or death situation. Scrawled message. Scrawled message. Oh, we got a memento. This is huge. Mementos lead you to caches. Caches always have great stuff, and great stuff includes rifle ammo potential. Let's read this lovely memento. Had to make the canyon before dark. The howling went all night. Okay, so this is an ominous warning from some survivor past. He was trying to make it to Ash Canyon, where we're going, but the Timberwolves intimidate him even throughout the night. And it even started making him go illegible towards the end. He was so frightened and cold. But we do have a location to a cache. So let's see if we can pull up the map and see where that is. It appears to be right next to us. Oh, and there's a cave system. Is this where we are right here? This is amazing. The lamp is going to kill him. Oh, Lord. Raise 2 fingers. This is not the hunt you are looking for. We tell him to follow the edge. He finds the fishing hut in the dead center. I didn't even know I was in the center. If in the fishing hut, look out. The hut is behind and to the left. This is like leading Helen Keller. This is, oh my gosh, the roast of Will over here. I've led a horse to water before, but have you led an oblivious Will to the stuff that's right in front of him? Practical Gunsmithing. J. Squire. I love this book. Okay, so the heat is reduced here. Should we start a fire in here and maybe go to morning? Because I do see an up arrow there next to our temperature. We could potentially boil up some nice water, eat some of our super undry crackers, and chill here. Ash Canyon Memento is super useful. If you want to stink, oh man. So you guys think we should maybe do a fire and chill in here since the temperature is nice? I have a nice newspaper roll. I think it would be really great. And maybe this entryway will intimidate the Timberwolves from crossing the invisible barrier. 50 yards from the hut. Out the door, turn 180, walk straight. Got it. Mountaineer hut, dead center. This is the moment. High anticipation. Going to the hut. Oh. I think those are hills and mountains. All right, we're doing this. I told him in less than complex words. My bad, I had audio only on for a bit. Oh, we're getting hypothermia. He's got wet clothes. It's touch and go. Turn around. Okay. I'm going to follow my own footsteps back. So I am turning around. Back to the bank. Find the pier. Oh. Look at this. Birch bark. Lightweight and flammable. I know what that does. That regenerates health. And warms your belly. Gosh. It's a good thing that it's really clear out here. And I can totally see the Mountaineer's hut and the dock and everything. This is so insane. Crystal Lake. All right. Good news. You'll never have trouble finding Mountaineer's hut again. You'd be surprised. Okay. We're down to our last flare. The snow is cascading around us. The temperature and our sleep is in the dumps. This is the final flare. Okay, I'm just following my feet back because I know I can go back this way and find the pier. Uh-oh, my feet are going in circles. Okay, we're headed back to the fishing hut. We're going to take a left and find the pier immediately. What is that about? Okay, we're so close to the pier. I can smell the fisherman's wharf. This is our moment. Great excitement. Oh, we're getting close. If only winning the tournament was finding the fisherman's hut. We're still... Oh, we're at the docks. This is it. Salvation is upon us. Okay. Legit went around the entire lake. Yeah, it's a very nice lake. It's my first time here, and I just wanted to get the tour. I had to take the full thing in. A great place. Question is, where's this mountaineer's hut? Visibility conditions are low. Okay, we're at the top of this hill. We have great vision of all the huts around us. This isn't funny, all right? Good Lord. Do I have... Is it out here? Gotta be out here, right? This is it. I'm laughing, but my guy's over here on death's doorstep. There's no chance he can be out here for long. I'm dying! Okay, oh my goodness. It's at the end of the pier, about 20 steps up a pile of rocks. I just can't believe it. Oh, he's on death's doorstep. Uh-oh. Up a pile of rocks. It's up there. We're gonna have to use our injection. Things are getting touch and go. Oh, he can see it.
All I think about is food.
Left. Okay, this is our moment. You will need to stim, Will, or this will be the end. Here we go! Boom! Okay. Oh, God. It went into, like, crazy VHS world. Now the colors are wild. It's even harder to see. We're all juiced up. Oh, no. This is an endless night. Uh-oh. Guys, visibility is low. Not my guides. Oh, I gotta use my guides. Don't fade, Will. This is your moment. Okay, we're gonna take a torch here, and hopefully the blizzard will stop, and we can see what's going on.
It worked. Something's making me feel really tired.
Don't worry, Will. We're doing it. Okay, we can light it. About 20 paces to a pile of rocks. The pier. If you're looking at the hut from the pier, it's about 11 o'clock. Okay. Good Lord. This is the longest dark. Hearing stuff too. Man, this game is so good. Okay. We're surviving. We're currently being stalked by Death himself. We've gone in circles. We've circled the lake. And somehow, although seemingly impossible, avoided the most obvious hut. The thing is probably going to have pink and purple paint with a bunch of signs saying, "This is the Mountaineer's hut." Uh-oh. This is not good. I think it went to the right. Downhill is the lake's edge. We're going to end up with the landing gear here. Okay, here's a fin.
Something to eat.
We're trying, Will. We're trying our darndest, but it's too dark out. I think we should restart in Timberwolf Mountain. Oh, we're already considering this Will dead. No! You must live, Will! I think right and straight. Okay. Oh my gosh. This is our last opportunity here. It's got to be dead ahead of us. Uh-oh. I think we're fading. I don't know what's going on. Uh-oh. Yep, I gotta use Frontier Shooting Guide by Tim Banks. Oh my gosh. Alright, this is the only chance. We have to pull these torches out of here and somehow we're gonna die of other afflictions. Oh my gosh, everybody's already preparing services for this Will. This horrifying event. Oh, he's stumbling around. Bill. Uh-oh. I don't think we're going very fast. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to remember a courageous man. He didn't really know his way around, but he was full of heart. He didn't take direction very well, but he tried his darndest. I just hope you all remember the second Will. Good Lord. Oh my gosh. This is unbelievable. Okay, Days Survived 3. Oh, Lord. Okay, so we didn't outlast our 15 on the first go. Things were a little tougher this go around. We popped off 2 shots, and we hit 0. So we had a 0% accuracy rate. We passed away right in front of the cabin we were looking for. I think this is going to be one of those ones that I brush under the rug. And hopefully I can have another run that overshadows this all-around debacle. So let's go to this awesome website, TLD Challenges, and grab the code for Stalker. Oh, man. Atreyu's on the leaderboard. So's AV. Atreyu's actually in the top 3 right now on the tournament. That's insane. I just pulled up the Nagoa Light page. Okay, so I'm going to copy the code for the stalker. And now we're in. Back to life, back to reality. And so I guess I can't do feats. Please go Pilgrim and just see where it is. It's paining me so hard. Okay, let's do it. Let's go into Pilgrim. And then we'll confirm, and then we'll start over in Timberwolf Mountain. Yeah, we got to find this place and see what's going on. Connects to Pleasant Valley, Ash Canyon, and Black Rock. Oh, it connects to Black Rock. That's interesting. Research. Let's do this. We will not let this take us. Kurt Vonnegut, Breakfast of Champions. It's hard to find the cabin in the dark, but those who do die doing it are still really cool. Kurt Vonnegut. Okay. So here we are. I don't know where the spawn location is, but I'll go up to high ground. And then we'll find Crystal Lake. No need to brush it under the rug. You know exactly where to find the Mountaineers' huts. Will the Mountaineer hut will be burned forever. More into your mind after this, I promise. Okay. Sounds great. Okay, let's go for Crystal Lake. Wow, this is gorgeous. I'm guessing Pilgrim is a little bit lighter with regards to the wildlife antagonism, and that I'll be able to navigate a little bit easier. It's probably a little more gentle on the vitals, too. Wildlife will flee, even without a pump fake. Pilgrim is genuinely difficult to die. Well, let's push that to the test today as we search for the Mountaineer's hut. So there was definitely the plane wreck close by because I've been seeing cool stuff. And this is the type of container that's actually in the lift, I believe. And it has all this stuff behind locked pry bar doors. That's amazing loot. So if you can get to that location, you have a great starter kit for one of your runs, potentially. Okay, rightish to the rope. Got it. You're at Deer Clearing. Hacksaw, not a pry bar. Yeah, you're right, Wiz. The container gives it away. Okay, I'm looking for a rope to the right up here. To engine down the rope, you're at the lake. Okay, we're going to be descending down the rope. Uh-oh. I was told that you will flee. I don't know if you realize, but I got some running shoes on. They're pretty intimidating. Wow, it's a little bit easier to see this day. That was such an epic journey through the blizzard. Okay, down there. Should I go? I believe there was words of ropes. But the goat might have to come out. Okay, we'll goat. Perfect. Now try not to do any harsh movements, and I'll alleviate that little red mark that comes up when you're on a slant. I believe you have a little bit of a timer for your ankle snaps. Nice. Okay, here we go. We're headed back to the lake, and we're going to see this mountaineer's hut. Now just follow the left edge. All right, we're doing left wall strats. Timberwolf Mountain. Okay, Will's doing a little bit of jogging. Left wall lover. There's a lot to love about the left wall. The crows circle above. Fallen wildlife. Okay, I think we're getting back closer to where we were. I'll try to get the showmanship a little better next time. Ravaged doe carcass. Okay, so we'll split this rock formation here. Work on our flips. Okay, here we are. Oh, wow. Looks like we're doing some parkour across a log. And if we fall, Will 4 is going to have to show up. Okay, here we go. We've made it across the log. Now over the log bridge up ahead. And you guys are the best. Thank you so much for helping me all the time. A lot of downed doe and deer around here. Timberwolves have been having a good time. You don't have access from that log. You definitely get a 180 spin. Nice. 1080. Oh, there's a huge plane fin over there. One objective at a time. Okay, we're doing left wall strats, getting back to Crystal Lake. Then we're going to find the dock and the mountaineer's hut. People will tell tales of our expert navigational skills for decades to come. When you get to Forest Cave, walk straight out of the cave. Okay, when you get to Forest Cave, walk straight out of the cave. This one, yes. Now you can walk straight out and straight. Okay, we're not going to do anything but straight. I'm going to auto walk myself to this mountaineer's hut. This is straight line. As the crow flies. This is happening. This is our moment. Mountaineer's hut. Okay, I see a red thing over there to the right. Looks like a part of the plane again. A wolf up here on our left. He's going to be intimidated by my pilgrim hat. Yep, better get on. I got running shoes. This is it. Okay, up here on this rock formation, or between the two of these, there's going to be a glorious hut. The warmest blankets. Let's do a little jog up here. Okay, it's got to be close. Yep. I feel like we should leave a little grave for Will, made of sticks. Saying a few words would be nice. He lived a short 3 days, but he was just as important as any of the other Wills. Wasn't the smartest, the best looking, but he was something. Okay, we're at Crystal Lake. I see the fishing hut and I see the docks. This is it. I see the hut. Oh my God, it was right there. Oh Lord, it really was like 100 feet from the docks. I can't believe I couldn't see that. The fog and blizzards really mess with your sense of direction. Well, that's what I'll tell myself at least, Peg. That is what we'll say. Yeah, it's right there.
My head feels thick.
We've done it. All right, we got to see what's going on in there real quick. So it's likely that Will still would have had issues with his vitals even after finding it. And we probably would have still faded. And that'll be the denial that I live in. Or the delusion, I guess. Wow, this place is awesome. Oh, it's beautiful in here. Look at this. It's got a bench and flares and beds. Double beds in case I ever find Astrid. Sleep like I Love Lucy style in separate beds. A fireplace with books. Wilderness kitchen by M. Hunters in here too. We could have done some cooking with Wiz. Oh, and a scrawled message. Corpse with computer found. These coordinates. Can't be a local. Pitiable. That's very cryptic writing there. Corpse with computer found. These coordinates. Can't be a local. Pitiable. Okay, so some out-of-towner found something. Man, this has everything. It's got Climber's Journal page. September 5th. Arrived at the base of Timberwolf Mountain. September 6th. It was a blizzard, and anybody who goes to this town will get lost. It's totally understandable. Okay, the Mountaineer's hut has been discovered, and it is pretty much glorious. It's got everything. It's got ropes, sweet books, and it's unbelievably close to the lake and the dock. Now that I see this lake, I do wonder how I got lost so much, and I understand the jovial nature. The comments pointed at Will's direction. Unbelievable. Wow, that was awesome. Mountaineer's hut. That's a pretty cool location. Well, let's do custom. Enter code. There we go. And here we are. These are the settings for the Stalker division. So now, like, you'll see a little bit less harshness on these if you were to check out Nagoa Light before it. Nagoa Light, instead of medium resource availability, would probably be scarce. And it also starts you in, instead of clear, an absolute blizzard. So a lot of the big stuff is also health not regenerating. Somewhere along here, there's a health, and then there'll be a regeneration meter that for those guys on Nagoa Light does not happen. So you have to find stuff like birch bark and other stuff to actually get your health back to the baseline. Whereas on Stalker, it'll kind of regenerate from some of the buffs and things you do. So where do you think the best success of starting is? Do you think we should start at Timberwolf Mountain? I think Timberwolf Mountain might be the move. We're gaining experience here. We could easily find the Mountaineer Hut, and we could branch off to Black Rock and potentially go over to the penitentiary. Or we could go to Ash Canyon, which was the plan before we passed away so courageously. So I think we should start at Timberwolf Mountain and take on. It's going to be tough starting there with no equipment. I need to find my Joe Montana rock and a flare pretty quickly. Okay, Ash Canyon is where the backpack is. That's going to be huge. We could start in Ash Canyon and get that. There's also a moose satchel rumored to be at one of these places as well. The technical backpack is going to be an absolute game changer. The map is our oyster. We can start anywhere we'd like. You're the best, Wizard. I appreciate it. All right, we're doing it. Ash Canyon. For advanced players, well, you found the guy. Connects to Timberwolf Mountain, a climber's paradise. All right, we're going to the Canyon of Ash. We're going to collect them all. Let's do this. Field of Dreams. Will the third. Exclamation point. Hushed River Valley. Yeah, I'd probably go nuts there. Depending on your personal tolerance for cheese, there's a great goat skip to the backpack early. Yes, the cheese. The Wisconsin dilemma. Peter Heller, the Dog Stars. Berlin. Okay, so it's a really dark night here in Ash Canyon. We started here because we're an advanced player, and we're totally cool with it. Wow, look at all these trees. Looks like there was a fire here. I hear rushing waters, and we got a waterfall somewhere over here. Okay, we're off. Lovely spawn. What I like to hear. To me, it's a pretty scary spawn. I usually start at Coastal Highway because there's a bit of a crutch there where I can go to the gas station and kind of know where I am. So I'll start by grabbing Rose Hips in case I need to entice Messi, the hard-to-get moose. Lovely cattails, our favorite form of sustenance. Let's see what we started with. Our amazing running shoes. We actually have mittens, and we'll work on an improvised head wrap if we can't get ourselves a toque. Look at the duct tape on his flannel. Okay, not a cabin in sight. We're looking desperately. Immediate moose would be hilarious. It would be a laugh riot. He would get taken out with one fell swoop. I'll shove a cattail in his nose. He won't be able to breathe. Wiz had a serious battle with the moose. He was up on rocks. He was shooting arrows over the distance, and he took him down. It was sick. Atreyu, unfortunately, does not know how to court the moose and was stood up. After a long, enticing push, the moose did not give in.
Can't feel my feet.
She's got standards. She doesn't just settle for anybody. Okay, we don't see much. I always forget the name of this place. Stinky Marsh or something like that. The moose did not appreciate my advances. Yeah, she's tough. Yeah, that's a deer right there. We're in the Stinky Marsh, and we're about to get hypothermia. The duct tape is giving way. It's just a deer. So normally in these circumstances, I'll look for some sort of cabin or house or some sort of little neighborhood or something. And then I'll be able to maybe rummage through other people's things and find some clothes to upgrade my situation. It appears this cabin's been through the fire that seems to have happened here.
Someone's stash.
There's nothing better than when you hear the voice line start prior to seeing what's in there, because you know he's pulling something out. Beef jerky. Now, I believe these gloves are going to be warmer. They're 0.7 Celsius, and the mittens are 0.1 since they're a bit ragged. So we'll go over to Will's outfit and swap to these sweet work gloves. They're a bit ridiculous, but they keep them nice and warm. They're very grumpy, but lovely laid out on my hut floor. Ooh. All right, we're at the Bitter Marsh. So how do we feel about a vertical cliff goat? I feel excited and exhilarated by that idea. Oh, okay, we can start a fire in here. Oh, scrawled message. A memento with the survival hint. If you want to climb, you got to start at the bottom. No better place than a road to Wolf's Jaw. Oh my god. Wolf's Jaw. Memento hit. Okay, there's usually cabinets in these things. Our temperature is pretty bad. Should we start a fire here? We probably should and be responsible survivors. I think the night... Okay, it's about 2 a.m. maybe. Have no fuel. I gotta remember that I don't have my... Oh!
There's the good stuff.
There's nothing better than Stalker difficulty, boys. We have found all the stuff right next to it. Bang! Oh! We don't have fuel. I thought the coal was fuel. Okay. I have gotten excited too early. Let's find a stick. And then we're going to vertical cliff goat. Holy crap. Look how high this mountain is. It's insane. Affliction frostbite risk. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm grabbing sticks quick. And then we'll use the coal to light it for a couple hours. We don't have any sort of pots or cans, unfortunately. So I can't do any water. It'd be nice if we can find a neighborhood and acquire some big moose kicks. we go. Now we can light it with our stick, and we have a 55% chance. Ooh, we got grim music over here in Ash Canyon. The chimes of death emanate through our ears.
Come on.
Yes. Add fuel.
Life out here.
Coal. All right, we got 2 hours. So we don't have a bedroll anymore unless they give you one. They do. Holy moly. More of the stalker dream. So we can read comic books by the roasted fire and chill. This is amazing. I could promise pants and some food. You wanted the mega goat. I would love the mega goat. Yo, Reagan, what's up? We are doing big things. We totally did not pass away trying to look for a cabin that was right next to us. And we have started in Ash Canyon, where everything goes down. We already found a memento hit, and we're trying to get some pants and some rifle ammo. I'm also going to have to acquire a rifle since my Will 2 passed away with his. So that has been nice for me when I go over to Coastal Highway. I found it in a fishing hut one time, and then the gas station itself the second time. So I know I can hit a home run if I need the rifle back there. I should also probably start considering actually making a bow so I can feel confident that I always have ammo on me. And that might require me to get a hammer to forge the arrows and also find the forge to melt and smelt those arrows, I think. So we'll see. We're warming up and roasting our chestnuts, and the vitals are rising by the second. Hypothermia risk diminishing. Let's take a little bit of a snooze and see if we can pass this time. We got 2 hours on the heat. On the cliff edge behind you, look for a steep snowdrift. You walk as high as you can and then hug the cliff's edge that's right of that. Walk all the way around the vertical cliff, and that brings you to a convenient hut, which can be the start of your gold mine technical backpack trip. Oh my gosh. I think you've mistaken me for Indiana Jones. We are going to try our darndest. Okay, we'll pick up our bedroll here. Looks like thirst and hunger. These cattails probably dehydrate us a bit, huh? I will warn you, ankles are severely at risk. Well, I don't know if you've seen, but I have these amazing running shoes. This is athlete's choice. Barefoot, but not much. We are prepared for everything. Okay. Morning is right around the corner. It's about 4 a.m. It could be the greatest time in the world if we could just see some sun and see where this goat trip is going to take us. Let's grab a torch. Wizard, have you been on this goat trip before? To try to get to the technical backpack? Okay, on the cliff edge behind you, look for a steep snowdrift. Got it. Yeah, that's first objective. Calling it blizzard in the morning. That would be crazy. We're looking for a steep snow cliff. When I get the backpack, my end runs sometime after. Classic. Yeah, there's talk of moose satchels as well, which I think adds 5 kilograms. This feels like a steep goat edge right here. Cliff edge behind you. Look for a steep snowdrift. Further along, It's like cliff rocks. Cliff rocks. Snowdrift. Cliff rocks. I'm hearing some sort of monster over there. Intimidating me. One would think that a true survivor would wait till morning, but an excited and ambitious Will steps out at 4 a.m. and obliviously navigates the local terrain. We're not going to talk about using a match to light that torch. Never happened. Okay, you're probably about maybe 300 yards away. If you were in the hut, it's right turn out the door, walk the river 200 yards. Okay, we're going back to the hut. We're turning right, because I believe I'm left right now. Okay, the birds are waking up. It's an exciting new morning, filled with hope. We have relocated the hut. Bitter Marsh. Oh, there's a rope. I remember Wiz told me to leave that last time because it was super heavy. So I'm assuming that ropes will always be in the place you need it and you don't actually have to carry them around. Clear morning would be a godsend and extremely helpful. Okay, we're going to turn right out the door and walk the river about 200 yards. So here's the door. Right. Bang. This is happening. It's happening. The beautiful piano strums along in the back. Affliction hypothermia risk. Oh Lord. I need better gear. Trying to get you a backpack, Will. We're doing this. Yo, what's up, Cause? How are you, bud? How's everything going with you? We are surviving. We're at day 1 here in Ash Canyon looking for a technical backpack. We're trying an insane goat move. We're looking for something. We went 200 yards, and now we're kind of confused. And when I say we, I take zero accountability. It's all you guys who are lost, not me. Okay, I'm still going along a river here. It does feel like we've reached kind of 200-yard territory since we turned right out the door. We thrive on zero accountability. Reagan, you're the best. Okay. I think I've reached the river's end. Daylight would certainly help, but we're very close. All right. We are about 1 or 2 hours before the sun comes over the horizon. But we are at risk of hypothermia. Unfortunately, my gear is scarce. We don't have too much except for mittens. And I always let my torches run fully out before I pull out the next one. As a true expert would. Okay. Here we are, waiting for morning. Walk a little further up, looking up at the cliff on the right. It should be right around here. Fantastic. Looking up. Going right. Okay. This is the true moment. Will 3, 50-day run, 100 wolves, 100% accuracy. Accolades. Uh-oh, this ankle situation. Straighten out, buddy. There we go. Okay. I almost busted my ankle. There's your snowdrift. Okay, we have found the snowdrift, and you were definitely right about the ankle being at risk. So I need a visible path as to how I'm going to get up there. And I'll have a short time to do a little sprint to the top. Looking this way, it's on the right. How's everything going in the Loper Run costs? How many days? How many moose? Last time I saw a moose around you, he got one straight between the eyes. And he killed over. This right here kind of looks like some sort of walkway. I think that might be it. This is where the Timberwolves would ambush us too. Oh no! Uh-oh, we're gonna have to tear apart our mittens. Our ankles are in jeopardy. Okay, this is a serious moment. I'll miss you, mittens. Okay, now we gotta go craft some bandages. Then tape up that ankle. I didn't even know. I wasn't looking down. I didn't think it was so steep. Alright, we can make some substitute painkiller out of the rose hips. Or the reishi, I believe. Just leave the sprain. You'll get more. Oh, the mittens. Oh, wizard. Yeah, I know this is amateur hour over here. Oh my gosh. I'm an embarrassment. Alright, we gotta go up there, but it's gonna bust us up and we're gonna get more sprains. So next time I'm not gonna repair it. I'm just gonna trudge through it and make my way up to the highly sought after technical backpack. Lady cattail. High as you can. You can sleep the sprains off in the cabin. Ooh, there's a cabin. That's it. That's all I needed to hear. I'm an expert at finding cabins. I'm trying to flatten myself out, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen on any sort of... Nope. Uh-oh. You get up there, Will. It's okay, you got 2 ankles, buddy. I don't think we're moving forward.
Soon.
I can't help you, Will. I don't have any gear. Just started this run. And we're walking in place, I believe. You said his favorite word. You will walk like it's your mother. Oh my gosh. I don't think I'm going forward. This is a nightmare. Let's moonwalk. See if anything's happening. Nope. Uh-oh. This seems high enough. Zigzag left and right. Make sure you're high as you can go. Okay, we're zagging. Colt 45 and 2 zigzags. Maybe that's all I need. But I don't think I'm going up the hill. But I'm zagging. Hug that wall on the right. Steady as she goes. All right, we're doing it. We're hugging. Huggy bear. Starsky and Hutch. You're essentially walking across a vertical cliff. Okay, I do sort of understand the physics and how to flatten your ankle. But right now, I'm not sure with my ankle being busted if I can get enough juice to get some momentum to zag. Oh no. He's in trouble. Okay. Oh, it's looking bleak. Bleak Inlet. My cabin. Oh no. You just walk to the right now. You don't fall down so long as the cliff has some vertical angle. Trying to push. Oh my gosh, this is so hard. I'm the least goat walker of all time. Like 90 degrees right. Okay. I'm going nowhere. Will, this is the story of your life. You're going nowhere, buddy. You're walking up with busted ankles. You're trying to do these zigzag moves and walk 90 degrees right. But it just ain't happening for you, buddy. You weren't meant to be a pro. You're walking with the cliff on your left side. Walking right. Okay. Yeah, you killed him. You got everybody always counts me out before I'm even in the coffin. I got resilience. I climb back from the depths. And well, I don't do much climbing right now. It appears now I'm just kind of walking in place on the treadmill of snowflakes and despair. That's it, Peg. You've been out of control for too long. You're out of here. A long time coming. All right, so I'm trying all these sideways walks and everything, but I really don't feel like I have any sort of ability to get traction or action. Jackson. So, goading this is you walk literally across the cliff face. You don't need to go up anymore. Oh. I wonder what that means. You are up enough. So I'm going left or right here. Now go sideways. Right. If I was facing upwards, this is right. I'm guessing that's what it means. I'm going to be patient and responsible as I wait. Okay, cool. Goading onto the cliff edge now. Looking out on the lake left, looking at the cliff right. This is it. Okay. Am I going back around that way? Okay, like it's my mom. We're doing it. Okay, this is our first serious goat encounter. Never even thought of trying something as wild as this goat. We've reached a new area after hugging our mom, and we are now on some sort of ski slope. Our ankles are shattered. When walking this way, stay as high as you can. Channel the inner goat. Do I keep going around this way? Okay. Wow, this is a total veteran trick right here. Goating around this way. Channel the outer goat too, just in case. We got all goats channeled. I'm trying to stay as high as I was before. Actually, hug that wall like it's your mom after having a discussion with Freud. Oh, here we go. We're getting psychological. Will, he's using all of his tools. So we're just going to keep on going on this wall. But I feel like I'm descending a little bit. Uh-oh. I don't know how we're doing this. This is crazy. We're doing this in basic running shoes.
Oh, that hurts.
Okay. Do we keep going right? Okay.
Neat. Damn.
Oh, he's got hypothermia. I don't think there's any coming back from that. We're gonna have to birch our way back to health. Gosh, I feel like I see an area. Let's go over there, Will.
That's a bit, but I'll make it.
Okay, make it over there.
I don't feel so good.
He doesn't feel good. The ledge is coming up. Okay, we're at a serious rope.
Soon.
There's no chance we're going up that rope. I was told there was a great cabin here. Onto the snow. Turn right. We might have to live on cattails for a little while. Yes!
That hurts.
We have a house! Oh! This is great. Visions are getting blurry, but I can see the doors. The Homesteader's Respite. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much. Oh, we got a bed in here. Cabin. Oh, a thin wool sweater. Let's see if our clothes are wet. No, okay. Our running shoes got us goaded across half the mountain. That was unbelievable. Small Arms Handbook by S. Eastern. I love this game. All right, let's search this trunk. Decent light shell. All right. Wear this, and we'll put on this great sweater too. Talking about. Okay, how about light? See if we can find a lantern or something real quick. Oh my gosh, Pinnacle Peaches and dog food. Dog's best food. Police mittens. This is a great cabin. Pork and beans. And we can light a fire. Oh my gosh. 55%. Yes. One of us. Victory. We'll be better next time. Learning experiences. And Atreyu is a doubter. Atreyu says the glass is half empty. But we could get a technical backpack over here. And I could freeze to death being able to carry more. Okay, we got a mountaineer's rope. Our ankle is shattered. We might have to tear apart these fleece mittens and these curtains so we can repair these ankles. Oh my god. Everything is broken. Okay, let's tear apart these amazing mittens. They're 0.4 Celsius. He's getting a bit thirsty. Maybe I can find or open up a can and start melting some water.
Soon.
Okay, so we'll place some food here. Banged up dog food. Banged up pork and beans.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
God, no, please no. Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, no, I'm doing something bad. Okay, don't eat the sketchy food. Got to eat the good food here. The new Pinnacle Peaches. That's what we're supposed to do. Just sleep to heal the sprains. Oh, okay.
Damn, that's smart.
You realize how difficult it was to get him to follow an edge. Oh my gosh. Everybody's screaming disaster over there. We're good. We got this great homestead here. This is amazing. We're going to boil some water in these recycled cans. And everything's going to be amazing. I'm going to get hydrated. I'm not going to eat my banged up pork and beans because they're old and they're going to make me sick. You know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to jiggle these peaches. Look at that. And then when they're done warming for 10 minutes, it'll stay hot forever. So should we eat these banged up pork and beans?
Yeah, right here.
Rumor has it that 26% is going to put us further down to the area. But you tore up your gloves that you could sleep off. Okay, 20% or better. What I'm talking about. Let's do a little bit of jiggle here with these banged up beans. And then in 4 minutes, those will go to permanently hot. Okay, so I'm supposed to be responsible in here. Everybody thinks I'm just going to die. But we know how to resurrect. We got frostbite risk. Cover up the afflicted area. We're a little exhausted and dehydrated. So I need to empty this bad boy over here so I can actually make some of that water. And I have 11 minutes worth of fire. So why don't we add a stick? S. Eastern's Small Arms Handbook is too good to burn. Okay. So maybe I should grab a stick to make this fire go longer. My beans don't jiggle, they fold. Never tear up clothes that you need unless you're bleeding to death. Yeah, but those are my backup gloves. These are my sweet work gloves, the ones that I'm wearing. So I thought since they were backup that I could spare them. Okay, 10 minutes left on the fire. So we might lose the fire. Don't know if I could spare S. Eastern. But I'm also really thirsty. We gotta get sticks, quick! Oh, look at this. Blair City. Oh, yes! The coal bin. Every beginner's best friend.
I don't feel so good.
I'm so sorry, Will. We tried to get this exclusive backpack, buddy. You're gonna make it. Don't listen to him. Oh, there's a spoon. And the fire's got a little bit of time. Bang! Okay, so now we're gonna melt some water. Like this. And then we'll eat our... Or I guess if we eat something, it might make us too thirsty and we'll pass away. Yes, we are resurrecting Will the Third. He will live here in Ash Canyon and live to tell the tale. 55 minutes on the fire and 15 minutes until it's melted. It will take 15 minutes to break down this reclaimed wood. Alright, Will. Please don't die breaking down a crate. We've done it. Add fuel, reclaim wood. Okay, so now we'll have time to actually make this water from non-potable to boiled and delicious. Let's continue rummaging through this gentleman's things. Oh, we got a briefcase.
That'll come.
I believe you will make it if you die now. Oh my gosh. Everything's on the line. Decent wool socks. You bet your butt. We're wearing double socks, baby. All right, Will, we're going to make you a hat. Let's see if we can do improvised head wrap. We need one more cloth and a sewing kit. One thing we could do is use the old blue outline trick. Let's see if there's anything under the bed. You guys see anything under there? I see a mountaineer's rope. Oh, we got a drawer. We'll add a blue outline mode, and we realize you can't search it. Okay. We're doing this. Just a bad nightmare. Watch, he dies from smoke inhalation because he forgot to clean out the smokestack. That seems fictional. I don't believe that that's the truth. You're going to need some water and a good sleep. You'll be 90% health, no sprains, full of life. Like it never happened. Oh my gosh, that sounds wonderful. Water that is safe to drink. Okay, this is it. The water we've been needing for so long. The most glorious, safe to drink water. Surrounded by snow. I need to melt it to drink. Okay, so let's see how our clothes are looking here. Got an 81, 43 on our plaid shirt. It's got a little duct tape on it. This one's 47. And there's also the risk that we could die trying to sew. Lord knows that's the most dangerous task in the world. Death by sewing. You think this is a fictional... You think that this is fictional in a fictional game? You have the DLC? I don't have the DLC yet. But I am really interested in it because I found out that the cougar is in the DLC. And that sounds like the coolest thing that I cannot miss out on. Okay, his pain is healed. Okay, we don't have enough cloth or a sewing kit to do our repairs. So we need an essential piece of the pie to make that happen. Let's wait for this thing to finish and drink it up. Oh yes, fully hydrated, and we're about to do some solid sleep. This is our moment. So should we go 2 hours since it's daytime and see if we can wake up during the REM cycle, not groggy? Oh, no DLC. You can actually asphyxiate. That's a real mechanic. That's amazing. That's really cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get the DLC and see what it's about. Oh, sprained out of here. Okay. You were right, Keg. So now we have the ankle twice and hypothermia. Remain above freezing for 13 hours. So let's tear apart some more curtains, I guess. Make some more bandages. Sleep the full amount. You think we should sleep through till the night? And then everything will heal. Got it. We're getting 8 hours. We're being responsible. Yes! You were right, cause we did it. We slept. And 5 hours we got hypothermia out of here. And look, this health bar is rising. This is great news. So we didn't even have to use those cloths on our on bandages. That's really good to know. I guess it's just a sore, so it goes away. I think that makes sense. Remain above freezing for 5 hours now. And it's about 10 p.m., maybe 11 p.m. We could probably play solitaire or just sleep. Every hour longer heals an extra percentage per hour. Ooh, that's nice. Wiz is the famous comedian. Mr. Hilarious. The roast master, Don Rickles himself. Alright, let's drink some of this lovely snow. Alright, we're hours from being no longer hypothermic. 2 hours. What a treat. I could easily... Oh yeah, our guy is whipped. He's sleeping all over the place. Healed hypothermia, baby! Yes! I never thought you could come back from that. All you have to do is sleep like a champion. Alright. We have a brand new day. Will the Third lives. Banged up dog food. Bright in the morning. 1 hour gets you 1%. 2 hours gets you 3. And 3 hours gets you 6. And then it just keeps multiplying. That is awesome. Hand smash open. 28 was lost. Oh no, we lost out on some kibble. All right, banged up dog food back to back. We'll make up for losses. Canine's choice. Okay, see you later, Cos. You're the best. Thank you so much for stopping by and seeing this expert surviving. Okay, we're out of melted snow. The night is still whistling around out there. So do we seek the backpack? Ergo, the difference between 8 hours and 12 hours is like 30% health if you sleep 8 to 4 compared to 12. Okay. Should we wait till morning for the backpack, or should we go during the thick of the night with our flares? We also have the solitaire option, and I could light flares and make torches. Or whatever, light fires. Resources are limited. Let's go into Blue Outline World. There we go. Blue Outline World lets us know where we are. Is always there for us. Well, it's a climb. A decent walk, and you're at the next settlement. Trouble is, the moose, bear, and wolves also enjoy the settlement. Oh, good lord. Looks like we got a bustling city. Let's step outside and see what it's all about. Go. All right, we're gonna potentially find something. We are now at Ash Canyon, and we're going to maybe go a decent walk to the next settlement, where we're gonna find a technical backpack. It's super visible outside. We can see everything around us. Looks like it'll be morning in about 3 or 4 hours. I could always check out that instructional manual if I light a fire. I believe we have a sweet book. Yes, S. Eastern Small Arms Handbook. I'm most concerned about your exposed head. All right. Well, unfortunately, until I get a sewing kit, I can't make an improvised head wrap, right? Fishing tackle, you can make it. Wow, that's cool. Look at this hat, too. Okay. So I say we sleep a little bit. He'll probably not be able to sleep. Oh, no. He can sleep. No problemo. You woke up fully rested. All right, how about some solitaire? Everybody loves stacking cards based upon their suit. The winds diminish.
I could eat anything.
You'd eat anything, huh? He's pretty thirsty. Okay. See if we can light a fire and boil some more water. They're telling me to use S. Eastern, though. Could go for a Stacy's grape soda right now. I tell you what. Alright, so we don't have a hat, but we have a dream of a backpack. 35%. Oh.
Come on.
So I think we'll do some water here and try to get our hydration up.
Why didn't that work?
And then we'll just keep trying to start fires. I think I'm down to about 4 matches.
Come on. Come on. Tongue feels like sandpaper.
Oh my god. Oh, at least it's light outside. Okay, maybe we can make this... Oh no. Nobody saw that. Oh, wow. It was a fire out here, I think. That's crazy. Okay, we reached this cool cabin, and now we're headed to a backpack. Once the sun rises, get yourself up that rope and climbing and get going. Okay. Oh, there's the rope. All right, this is the biggest climb of Will the Third's life. We're going to fully regen our stamina, and we have to ascend what appears to be an insurmountable obstacle. We have no Go energy drinks or berry bonds. We're going to have to do this al natural. Here we go. This is the biggest moment. All I see is people falling off mountains when they try to climb them. And running out of stamina. We made it up a small one earlier. But this one... Okay, we're using every bit of our stamina possible. Uh-oh. He's gassing. No! No, Will! Fight or flight, buddy. Just get up! No! Okay, we didn't fall down that far. Oh no! Will the Third! Oh, you gotta go back to your cabin, buddy. There's no other option. There's nothing to do. Oh, we can stop on the ledge. Oh, I could have rebuilt my stamina. I'll totally do that next time. And it will be Will 3 who does it. He's gonna live. Okay, so he's got strained ankles and pain. I don't think we have anything for any of that stuff. Should we go to sleep? Okay, let's try sleeping. Although we're parched, we might fade into the long dark due to being thirsty.
I could eat a horse.
Drinking 0.0 liters of water. Alright, we have to start a fire. There's no excuses.
Damn, that's smarts.
Oh my gosh. We are on death's doorstep yet again. Saying hello to our friend. Our only friend. And I went down the wrong goat lane. Oh no! Oh my gosh. It is looking super bleak. I'm stuck in a perpetual nightmare. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're looking for any sort of fire starting materials. Sticks would be the best. It's not your fault at all, Keg. We're in this together. We create new wills together. We're gonna need a lot. Okay, firewood somewhere. Oh, harvest rose hips. I don't think we'll be able to make it back up. Maybe we can start a fire down there. Oh, can't climb without a wrist. We're gonna have to goat it. This is so insane. Okay, we're goating. The goat survives. Oh!
That hurts.
Okay, any sticks? Fire?
First aid. Soon.
Maybe there's first aid in that busted down fishing hut. I'm having a real tough time finding fire materials. We could break apart those branches, but it might be our last. We're hobbling around looking for any spare sticks. And Will's life is flashing before his eyes. He's dreaming of the condo him and Astrid were going to get in Miami. And all the great times that were to be had. And now the condo in Miami lives in his hopeless mind. One. Bitter Marsh. I think this is the one we already searched. It is. Oh. Start the fire. Don't fade. Oh. You faded into the long dark. Oh my gosh. Ash Canyon was everything they said it would be. It was crazy. It was wrought with natural disasters. I think Ash Canyon's tough to start out in if you don't have the gear. It's great to be able to get the backpack, and I might be able to do it if I try it again, but it's super tough trying to navigate these waters. And I probably burned a lot of energy being oblivious with the goat scenario as well. Alright, Will number 3. He has goat skills in check. Unfortunately, ropes were his downfall. Goat died on a rope. Unbelievable. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. We survived one day. A new low for Will 3. We didn't even pop off our rifle. We never even found it. All the wolves were just pretty much mocking us from the beginning. They said, this man started with his running shoes in Ash Canyon. Who does he think he is? Our journal's not very extensive. We just used the first couple pages for that journal. He will be affectionately known as Goat Will. He will be missed. Yeah, that was tough, man. Even on Stalker, this tournament is difficult. So if anybody else out there who plays TLD wants to partake in this tournament, you can feel free. It's full of experienced players only like myself, so I can understand how intimidating it would be. But on a serious note, I actually saw someone who was kind of new to the game playing in the tournament, and it emboldened me to try. And right now, we're taking a few steps backwards, passing away at rapid speed, but I think it's definitely worth it. The wolves just avoided me. They all knew all they had to do was wait. Yep, they were like, that's easy money. We'll be back to that. He'll be a popsicle in a day or so. So here's the plan. We're going to come in with Righteous Fury. And we're going to play this again tomorrow. And we're going to forge forward with strength and might like you've never seen. We're going to start off immediately putting in the code for the Stalker tournament. Or maybe one of these days I'll try Interloper and actually just make the bow. The only thing that's going to be tough is finding the forge so I can make the arrowheads, because I've never made a bow before, but it looks like the coolest weapon in the game because I think you have an easy sight of all the animals you're trying to pop. What I'd like to see when Wiz does is Wiz will wait till he starts making the straight line for him and just line up the cursor before, and the wolf runs into the cursor in the bow really nicely, and you can see it, and just shoot him square between the eyes in those moments. So I'm thinking that the bow would be the way to go. I was a bit apprehensive starting with the bow just because I was worried it was going to be tougher than the rifle and that I could find the bullets everywhere, but I never find the bullets. So I'm thinking I might go the bow staff like Donatello and just start bang, shooting them off. Either way, it was amazing. Will the second and Will the third. We'll have the services for them in a couple days. You guys will get the invitation. Just gonna be, you know, casual stuff. Just wear something dark to celebrate the, somber occasion. We'll be singing Sweet Low Sweet Chariot a little bit, and the bow is awesome. So there'll be some Sweet Low Sweet Chariot. Will tried his best, but he couldn't make it. So I'm gonna try maybe Loper, and it's gonna be a ramp up in all the difficulties, which seems like a very counterintuitive to the progress we're displaying in our journal. But regardless, I'm optimistic. I'm gonna continue to try to watch the pros and get as many tips that don't sink in until the 10th time I'm told. And then I will continue to conjure up as much energy as I can to make a bow, finding the heavy hammer, and then locating forge. That's what I'm going to keep an eye on tonight, is forge locations on the map, so I know where to go to create my arrowheads. And then I'll hold on to those valuable arrows and not shoot them over the mountain, so I can locate them and reuse them, because they're as valuable as it gets. So I'm super excited about it. And I'm super grateful that all these amazing legit dudes. Yes, it was a turn of words there, Wizard. I will try to keep my stars and stripes in order, and remember that the bow is not the bow in the snow. But yeah, I appreciate Atreyu and Wiz and Peg and everybody and Reagan hanging out and helping me with my exciting adventure. We've survived 49 days. Next time we'll just do one day, and it's gonna be super easy. No problem. We're gonna make the bow and come back with Righteous Fury, and you guys are the best. Oh, Wiz. All right, that's it. You know what, Wiz? If I can figure out a way to get over there, you're gonna get it, dude. That's it. Oh, I need to set up the ban. I'm gonna set up the ban, and I'm gonna keep my eyes out for forge locations, and we're gonna come back with Righteous Fury and Goat Determination. And you guys are the best, and I thank you so much, and I will be looking to see actually successful runs as much as I can, so I'll be looking out. And Keg, I want to see if you're on a run too, buddy. Hop into the tournament. There's all kinds of difficulties, and you can see all the rules on there on TLD Challenge's website. Chef Maria put together a really cool, organized thing. You'll also see a familiar name with the bronze medal. He's a true champion and a veteran of the game. Thank you guys so much. And if things get deleted from Twitch, go over to YouTube, where you can see the videos that are always going to be there, and they won't disappear after 7 days. So you can see these highly successful hunts anytime, anywhere in the world. Thank you so much, and see ya! See ya! See ya!